The Story Vault presents Sails of Fury, Episode 2, The Price of Betrayal. The Iron Tempest rocks gently on the open sea as the crew recovers from the mutiny. The deck is scarred by the recent battle as the crew works in grim silence. Broken barrels and discarded weapons lie in the corners. Trust, like the sea, is never still. The aftermath of betrayal runs deep, leaving ripples that may sink even the sturdiest ship. Captain Cormac is standing near the wheel. His expression is unreadable as he surveys the crew. His voice cuts through the silence. Cormac, stern. The brig is full, the deck's a mess, and the ship's supplies are running thin. This is the cost of treachery, and it's a cost we can't afford to pay twice. The crew exchanges uneasy glances. The tension is palpable. Below deck, Finn sits on a barrel, his wooden leg propped up as he sharpens his cutlass. His usual cheer is dampened as he listens to whispers from the brig. Mutineer 1, hushed. That chest in the captain's quarters, it's worth more than all of us combined. Mutineer 2. If we'd gotten it, we wouldn't be stuck down here like this. Finn snorts and bangs the butt of his cutlass against the bars. Finn, mocking. Still scheming, eh? You lot didn't learn your lesson the first time. He stands and heads for the galley, shaking his head. There, Old Salty prepares a meal with his usual gruff demeanor, slicing fish with expert precision. Finn, teasing. You've got to teach me how to handle a knife like that, Salty. I might take your job one day. Old Salty, gruff. Focus on keeping us afloat, boy. Plenty of ways to die out here without worrying about who's cooking. Luna bursts onto the deck, her face pale and her arms full of charts. Luna, breathless. Captain, there's a ship gaining on us. Fast. Cormac takes the spyglass and narrows his eyes at the distant vessel. Its sails are black, and its hull is scarred, a clear sign of a privateer or rival crew. Cormac, grim. Raise the colors and arm the men. If they want trouble, they'll find it. Declan steps forward, his massive harpoon slung over his shoulder. He surveys the crew with a cold glare. Declan, barking. You heard the captain. Ready the cannons and prepare to defend the ship. The crew scrambles to action, though their movements are sluggish, the recent mutiny leaving them disorganized. Selena watches from the shadows, her hands resting on the hilts of her daggers. The rival ship closes the distance, its deck bristling with armed men. A booming voice calls across the water. Privateer captain, taunting. Lower your flags and surrender the ship, Cormac. I know what you're carrying, and I'll have it one way or another. Cormac steps to the railing, his cutlass gleaming in the sunlight. Cormac, cold. You'll regret testing your luck with us. The tension thickens as the two ships maneuver into position. Amos shouts from the rigging. They're angling to broadside us, Captain. Cormac, to the crew. Brace yourselves. Fire when I give the order. Cannons roar as the ships exchange fire. The ships exchange heavy fire, shrouding the deck in chaos. The crew of the Iron Tempest fights valiantly, but the rival ship's sheer numbers threaten to overwhelm them. Grappling hooks thud against the deck as the enemy swings aboard. Declan charges into the fray, overwhelming his opponents with sheer force. Declan, roaring. Come on, you cowards, I'll take you all on! Selena slips through the chaos, her dagger striking with precision. She faces off against a hulking privateer who sneers at her. Privateer, mocking. You've got no place in this fight, girl. Selena, smirking. Pretty doesn't mean helpless. She disarms and rendering her opponent defenseless with a swift move. The rival captain boards the Iron Tempest, a flintlock pistol in one hand and a cutlass in the other. He strides toward Cormac, his crew clearing a path for the duel. Privateer captain. Time to settle this, Cormac. Give me the chest and I might let you and your crew live. Cormac draws his cutlass, his eyes blazing with defiance. Cormac. Not while I still draw breath. The duel is intense, the clang of steel rising above the chaos. The rival captain fights with brute strength, but Cormac's precision and experience give him the edge. With a calculated strike, Cormac disarms his opponent. Cormac, grim. Call off your men or I'll ensure you don't walk away. The rival captain hesitates, then signals for his crew to retreat. The privateers withdraw, leaving the Iron Tempest battered but victorious. The Iron Tempest sails on, but the journey is far from over. If you enjoyed the adventure and the battles that lie ahead, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay on course with us. The seas are calling, and the treasure awaits. Join the crew and don't miss a single moment of the action.